I'm your host, Justin Robey, and I am here with a very, very rattled Alejandro. I just want to say, guys, you know, it's funny because we actually have one of my amazing producer who here for Robeytech has actually never been to the studio before and literally is just like, this is chaos. But it's absolutely awesome because, guys, it is a technical marvel what we're actually able to do. Yes. And so sometimes when little things happen, people are like, what is going on? But we are super glad to be here. We have a really great show for you today. And I just want to do this first. I want to start off by just saying we want you to bookmark next week, right? Alex, Sarah, am I right? Next week, noon, you want to bookmark it because we are giving away a full PC on the show. All giveaways have culminated into this. Literally, we have taken Alex's DNA. No, wait, never mind. We didn't do that. We just took all of the awesomeness, and on Friday next week, we're going to be giving away a PC live here on Intel Live. So you're definitely going to want to tune in for that. It should be an absolutely epic show. We're also playing Tekken 8. Which is going to be super cool. And so that should be a lot of fun. I've got my really good controller, so I can take out Alex very, very easily.
The only reason you beat me. That's the only reason.
I don't even think I beat you that much. I think you beat me too. So all in all, it's going to be a really, really good show. Really stoked to actually have you guys here today. We have something pretty fun. Number one, Robey is cosplaying today, Alex. Robey is going to cosplay. Are you excited about this?
What? I am very excited.
He's very excited. I'm going to be doing some cosplay. Alex is very loud in the balance. That's fine. We will fix that. That is a first time right there. Let's turn Alex down a little bit. So we're
Robey?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear Sarah?
I don't think we're live on Intel. Are we?
We're not live on Twitch. You want to throw
On
that
Twitch.
switch?
Yes, I will make sure. I don't know what happened, but let me go fix that switch.
It's Friday. There's a gremlin running around.
I mean, do you really want to be live with this show? Just kidding. I will make sure. Let me go. I don't know why that switch didn't flow, but I will fix it right now. Yes, hold on, guys. We are going to you know what? It unswitched. Wow, that is weird. Okay, get ready. Intel, you're about to be live in just a second. And then we're going to do this all over again. We're going to pretend like we did all this.
Nothing happened.
Okay, guys, don't let Intel know that we haven't been live this entire time. What is up, guys? Welcome to a new edition of Intel Live. I am your host, Justin Robey, and I'm joined by a very frazzled Alejandro.
Can we just go to the gaming?
Can we just
cool
go
down?
to the gaming section and just forget what's going on? No, it's super good to have you guys here. Ta-da, we're live. It's so good to have everybody here. Sorry about that, guys. We for some reason the restream decided to unswitch. Apparently we were unfit to be on Intel today, but we overcame, Alex. We overcame, and we're going to be live anyway. But it's good to have you guys here. Stoked to be here. For those who don't know, on Intel, sorry, you were probably waiting. Make sure that you bookmark next week. Next week, we are giving away a full PC, a 14700K system. That's going to be happening next week. Make sure that you bookmark that, noon Pacific time. You're definitely going to want to be here, and that should be super awesome. So let's kick it off with a little bit of news. We'll make this a little bit short and keep things kind of going. Alex, we had another round of bad news for the video game community today. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so unfortunately for the video community, we heard actually throughout this week, and you corrected me earlier, that we have saw some layoffs from the PlayStation 5 from different studios that work with them. But I think you also mentioned there were some others from EA,
yeah, EA also had layoffs as well. Guys, I mean, here's the thing.
So much.
We're going to mention it every time. We hope that it's something that stops, right? But again, we also, given that this is a community and an art we love, we want to make sure that we still highlight it, you know, obviously wish those people the best, folks. If you guys have, if you hear of jobs or whatever it was, posting it on your Twitter, social media, all those sort of things always help, right? Just trying to help those people find new placement and stuff like that. Sucks to see that happen, but we always want to make sure that we're not turning a deaf ear. So I appreciate the platform to be able to say that stuff. So again, for those folks over at Sony, and then also the folks over at EA, best we can do is we just hope that this is something that stops. You find places to land and go from there. So sucks to see that happen, but yeah, retreat info and help them bounce back. Exactly. That's great, Blondie. Awesome.
Hold
So
on.
not awesome, but awesome.
Low voice? Am I low now? Am I too low?
I'm waiting to see. Is anybody? Let's get some input on. Alex is on a new mic system today. So how is
Yeah.
How's
This
he
is the
sounding?
backup to the backup.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you guys? Is he sounding pretty good now? Is everybody thinking like his volume? He sounds good. Okay. Everybody says he sounds good. Okay.
cool.
Well, Alex, continuing the story here, it sounds like we had some really interesting stuff come out with from Intel. The thing that was super interesting about this article is I actually really appreciated this, which is the name of the article, and I'm going to bring it up right here that people can see it. Intel explains why making GPU drivers is so hard, but isn't giving up. And I have to say, guys, you as the newest entry into the world of ARC, you know what I mean, and which is I mean, it's still fairly young, right? It's really cool to see an article like this where we get to see a little behind the scenes. But Alex, you want to talk a little bit about what this is and what they're saying?
Yeah, so pardon me, there was a conversation between some of the Intel principal engineers and Steve from Gamers Nexus, and they were going back and forward on how difficult it is to specifically, tune game, because what it is, for example, I forgot the game we were talking about, but it said they have to go into specific settings. So for example, for the general MSSA optimization, you need to do multiple optimizations for just one game. So you have to go set the filters for one specific game, and then they have to be completely different for another. So you have to go to fine tune each game. And when you're starting from when you have to pretty much look at all the games that have been launched and you don't have a backlog of games, it is challenging, because the settings for one game for the different video configurations, filter aliasing, and everything is not going to be the same for the other. And just because you have this setting for this game, it could hamper it could reduce the performance from one setting from one game to the other. So that makes it a little bit difficult. And that's what they were discussing. Is just you have to look at each game individually and make sure that the settings that you are putting there will actually have a great performance within each game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so funny that people don't understand how how absolutely intertwined these settings can be. And the fine folks, as Intel is they're getting used to this. The one thing is you guys have a pretty substantial dev community working on these drivers. Am I right, Alex? It feels like people are always working on this stuff, because you guys seem to be doing driver releases much more frequently than people expected.
Feels like every week, but yeah, we're definitely we know that the drivers is, you want a stable system, you want the performance, and that's where we can keep improving week over week, because it seems like every week we have a new driver release with more improvements. So yeah, there's definitely a big community. It's a big team that is actually pushing to keep going, to keep the ball rolling. We're here, we want to stay here, and graphics is the way to go. So we're definitely doing a lot of strides and pushing the latest drivers and try to get those optimizations for the older games and also for the upcoming games. So it's kind of fighting a battle on two fronts. We got to catch up to the games that were released previously, but also we have all these new games that are coming in. They're amazing, that we also have to make sure that everything's right, configurations and drivers and all the settings are correct.
And I was showing a little bit of that. Unfortunately, I already closed the article, but the thing is that you saw that there is a multi-year roadmap, right? This is, Alchemist was just the beginning. We have other ones that are on the horizon. We're not going to announce anything today. If you were hoping that you're going to come to the show and finally, hey, Sarah, tell us about when is Battle Mage releasing? And then all of a sudden, hey, go and start playing that heartbeat sound right there, Alex. What?
You see, the system's broken. The system's
That was fun, guys.
That was
Next
fun.
week.
And thank you for joining us for all episodes of Intel Live. Now canceled. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like I said, you're seeing that this is something that Intel continually says they have the resolve behind. We're going to see multiple versions of this, guys, so don't worry. But the other thing too is what I do love to see is how much we see updates, right? You even have Linus and everybody else who's like, this is absolutely something. It's good to see a GPU. This is absolutely something we want to see Intel doing. It's good to have this competition. You guys have made such massive strides since it came out, and I know a lot of people are really excited to see what happens with Battle Mage and everything else. We announced it on next week's episode of Intel Live. Just kidding, that's not true.
With the zettabyte of RAM.
going from there. Now we had this one. I'll take because we actually had a really fun show last week, and we'll have the Intel speedrun of that one coming up. By the way, I should let people know what the heck Intel speedrun is. Intel speedrun is a new show that's literally like a cut down version of these. So if you can't stay for the 2 minutes, you want the too long didn't watch version. We have those going live, and one of the things that we did last week, and you guys will see an episode on that if you want to catch up, is we air cooled a 14700K. And you got to admit, Alex, those temps were amazing.
Yeah, I really like the system that you built, and that just shows that with the right configuration, right BIOS settings, the right cooling, air cooling, you can get a really good system. And yeah, actually, you run some benchmarks there, so the performance was top-notch.
So it was great. But one of the things that we kind of had that came along with this that has been kind of taking the air-cooled world by storm is this new Thermalright Phantom Spirit 120 Evo. Now, when we talked about the Corsair A115, we also showed off in a previous episode way back when, in the old times of Intel Live, back when we were on Pentium. Wow, I wish we had been running that long. That'd be pretty crazy. We showed like the MA624 and some other ones. Is this new Thermalright Phantom Spirit 120 Evo. Now, our review units are on the way. Unfortunately, it didn't make it before the show, so we were hoping to actually kind of have this on the show. But this, go ahead, Alex.
Sorry, Robey, do you think this is the new Cooler Master Hyper 212? Because that one has been like for so long as a DIY, like kind of the ruling or the go-to.
So this is more than the Hyper 212. Like this is if the Hyper 212 literally was jacked like you are, my man. With all the muscles and everything else, because this thing does 264 watts of cooling, which is bonkers.
Oh, that is impressive.
That's impressive, right? So again, 264 watts, and it's $42.99. And it has RGB, which is the other thing that's super crazy. So it came out from Thermalright. It supports your LGA 1700, your 1150 plus older, 1200, 2011, 2066. So you actually have all of your Intel support. It says 238 watts is what they test it with. We could obviously do that with a 14.7, which this actually cools better than the A115 from Corsair, which is a $99 cooler. But all in all, it has been very, very impressively received. And you can just read the Tom's hardware article on it. We're definitely going to be showing this in a build on the show as well. You can see there's the little RGB. Right there, Alex. So you know that it's it's
I was going to say,
awesome right
it's top notch. You got me at RGB. It'll be interesting to see how this one performs against the Noctuas. So it will be cool. They're ruling champions. But no, it's for $42. I take my money. It's great.
Somebody said, will it do right by the 12900K? Well, yes. The 12900K you could air cool if you use something like an Asus PA602, or you actually use like the Fractal Torrent. I've actually air cooled a 12900K using a DH15, and this cools better than the Noctua. So yes, you could use this on a 12900K, but I want to be super clear. You need to make sure that you're using a case that gives this a crap ton of airflow. So those beautiful 200 millimeter fans that are on the PA602 or something like the Fractal Torrent is going to be something you're definitely going to need if you're going to want to air cool a 12900K. And we have done that. I have a whole video on it if you want proof. I am not just blowing smoke. You see that? That was an air cool joke. You get it? Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe nobody got it.
Transition to that joke.
Yeah, we'll transition from that joke to another story from there. And then another, honestly, it's just a charming game. You know what, actually, we should I don't know, Sarah, have you played a lot of Stardew Valley? Are you a Stardew Valley fiend? I love Stardew Valley. Sometimes I feel like we don't get to have you part of the news. So I don't know if you are or not. I'm throwing her on the spot right now.
I haven't played it, but I'm going to tell you, after going and looking at this, knowing that they're celebrating a big anniversary, I think it needs to hit my library later today.
Okay, so if you have not played Stardew Valley, I want to, number one, there is a thing called, I forgot the name of the book. I know somebody in chat is going to help me. Pixels and something. It's a book. If you haven't read it, Blood and Pixels or something like that. It tells the story. It's a bunch of little stories about game developers. And what for people who don't know, Stardew Valley was actually only developed by one dude. There's one person who wrote all of Stardew Valley. And if you have not played this game, it is absolutely amazing. It's like a farm sim with like also relationship sims. There's like going in mines and all this sort of stuff. And literally so many people have never, if you haven't had a chance to play, you should play it. It has been played by a ton of people. But finally, the long-awaited 1.6 update is coming, which includes new festivals, items, dialogue lines, and it's got multiplayer support for up to 8 players on PCs.
8 players, that's nice. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and somebody says, I only got 30 hours in Stardew Valley. I've probably played Stardew Valley for, I don't know, probably 90, maybe 100 hours. And I mean, dude, if you just go look for Stardew Valley farms, there is a whole universe there, and just a really great story. Does anybody remember the name of the book that I'm talking about? Does somebody know? Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. Thank you. There it is. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. If you guys want to just know a lot about game development, read that book. It also has a whole thing for Stardew Valley. We'll put a link. We'll get a link to that from Amazon or whatever into the thing. But it is fantastic game. Really cool to see the new massive content update coming out this month. And then honestly, Sarah and Alex, if you have not played it, you should absolutely play this game. It's well worth it and all that sort of stuff. So
is this like a sim farm or what's the?
It kind of feels that way, but there's way more to it. So kind of the way it starts out is that you're like a big city dude working in like a high stress job, and then you're basically your dad or your grandfather. I think it's your dad or your grandfather gifts you a farm in Stardew Valley, and you like quit it all and go to Stardew Valley and just like take over this farm. And then that game pretty much just takes over your life. So there is farm simming there, but it's also about making relationships with the townspeople, and then there's competitions, and then you renovate the museum and you renovate the town hall, and it's so good. And so
you become not only a farmer but a philanthropist.
Yeah, philanthropist. It's literally dungeon explorations. There's aliens.
What?
I actually think Pastor Dame's in there as well, because he's an alien. So I mean, like it's
everybody's there.
Yeah, I mean, let me just say, if you think Stardew Valley is a great game, I need this help from chat right now. If you think Stardew Valley is a great game, can I just get a raise of hands in chat that you would love, like you would play Stardew Valley or love Stardew Valley? I would love to just see a raise, because I'm guessing that a ton of people would basically, this would make a game that you would recommend to people. There we go. Yeah, see, look at, dude, just going, there it is right there. Look at Discord, just on fire with people who are like, yes. So definitely play Stardew Valley. It's just worth it, giving support to the amazing development team. And then go read Blood, Sweat, Pixels, because it's a fantastic book. And it'll give you some insight, we talked a little bit about what's going on with our industry, but it'll give you some insight into game development and just understanding that as well. So honestly, cool. I love that we got to give Stardew Valley some love. This is why I like doing this show, Alex, even though you're stressed out. Have you taken some breaths now?
No.
No.
I'm hyperventilating. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had this over here ready to go, and then this was go here, and I had my whole script, and I had my cosplay, and
then it's all gone. Okay, so we're gonna announce. By the way, I did want to let you guys know we do have the winners for the budget upgrade challenge. We're gonna announce those winners at the end of the show, right, Sarah?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so we're gonna announce those winners at the end of the show. So don't worry, we do have those. We actually even have them in a pretty graphic. So all done by Sarah. So Sarah did everything you've seen, all of the graphics you see on the show, all done by Sarah, right, Sarah?
No.
She's like, no. I'm trying to give her more
credit.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Only Sarah. Now, the other thing too is if you want to get some additional graphics work done, you can just reach out to Sarah directly. She's taking commissions as well. So, it's just her side gig or side hustle. So if you need some custom graphics made, just go ahead and reach out to her.
reach out to her through Discord. She loves that.
Her turnaround time is 1 to 2 years. Anyway, okay, well, that is it for the gaming news. Now, I am actually really excited about the next segment of this because we are going to be jumping into a brand new piece of hardware. And I know we talked about Meteor Lake in the past. Now we're actually going to talk about something that's like, and that Meteor Lake, that was the MSI Prestige 16 AI Evo. Fantastic laptop. It's actually your daily driver, right, Alex?
Yes. No, it's not. Actually, well, I have two daily drivers. I have the one provided for me from Intel, which is actually an engineering workstation, because it's good that they still think I'm an engineer, but it's fine. I'm still an engineer at heart. I love that. And I do have my Intel Core Ultra as my other daily drive that we review at the second show of this year, which was the MSI Prestige, which I really like. But I'm really excited to see these. I don't want to steal your thunder, but this Alienware M16. I'm really, really excited to see that. So
yes. But before that, somebody had a good eye back there, and I want to show this. We're going to be sending one of these to Sarah and Alex, and I was going to surprise, but I forgot it was actually on the set. So Sarah and Alex, I have a surprise for you that we're going to be sending you. As a gift,
is
as a
the
gift
cat?
from Robeytech, and it's just right here.
He keeps moving back and forward. It's like, it's here. I was like,
This
no,
scares
it's
me.
here. No, wait. I love
That pillow.
So we're gonna be, so. I like how everybody's like, I like how every time I show this, people are like, so his thing was like, what an ugly cat. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's what fuels nightmares, guys. But we wanted to make these body pillows, so we're sending them to some of our favorite people. So Alex and Sarah are going to be getting one of these and very soon. So, but we wanted to show it off because you know what? It's always ready when you have it. And we wanted to make sure it was as large as possible. Because I mean, Jasmine, waking up to that right there, Jasmine's like, I cannot wait.
I feel like the
Jasmine...
ROBEYCAT pillow and my onesie are that's just cozy gaming week to have.
That's gonna be my Halloween dress up. Go put on my onesie with my Lego mask and go out with the Lego pillow. People are just gonna be like, he is on what?
Oh man, I'm glad you guys liked it. Okay, well let's jump in. We're going to talk about now to something completely different. We're going to talk about this beautiful Meteor Lake laptop. Alex, you want to kick things off and talk a little bit about an overview of what we're looking at here today?
All right, so today we're going to be looking at this amazing Alienware laptop. It's the M16 R2, and it's a 16 inches, and it comes with a resolution of 2560 by 1600. It has a refresh rate of 240 hertz, which is pretty cool for all those gamers out there. You know, refresh rates are pretty important. The brightness is 300 nits. It comes with an Intel Core Ultra, so an Intel Core Ultra 7. We can go a little bit later into details on what that is. It comes with a storage of 1 terabyte, 16 gigabytes of RAM. It does have the discrete graphics card. Is the NVIDIA GT. I just dated myself. Is the NVIDIA RTX 4070. And it's pretty light. It's 6 pounds, around 6 pounds. So it's pretty neat. The processor is the Intel Core Ultra 7 series, which comes with a total of 16 cores, which actually is 6 of them are the performance cores, 8 of them are the efficient cores, and the reason you saw me scratch my head is like I'm missing 2 cores, and of course those are the low power E cores that are within the same processor. We have all 3 different flavors of cores. So that for you guys is an amazing gaming, all-purpose, but towards gaming laptop. So, Robey, what you ended up doing with that? I think you ran a couple of tests.
So I just want to talk a little because Araxis was like, Araxis was actually really surprised about the price, and actually, I want to say I actually disagree. So if you look at other laptops, and you have to look at when you look at pricing for laptops, yes, you have RAM and you have the NVMe drive, but more importantly is the combination of the CPU and the GPU, which you're talking about a Core Ultra 7 tied with an RTX 4070, which is when we looked at the price pairing, that price pairing is actually very good in terms of when you look at other ones. We've looked at other ones that these are usually closer to $2,000, so $1,849.99. When we had the choice of basically looking between a whole suite of these laptops, this was actually a really, really nice buy for a couple reasons. Number one, the RTX 4070 and the Core Ultra 7 matched with that specific resolution. Now we did a buyer's guide around the Alienware M16, And when you look at refresh rate, resolution, these are two things that both the CPU and GPU combo can push very well, and they can push very well for a long period of time. We actually have a bunch of benchmarks on this that we've already run just in advance. We're going to show you some gaming on this as well. But that's one of the things that I really love about this particular laptop is the fact that you actually have that combination of CPU and GPU. But you also get the added bonus of that discrete ARC GPU as well, right? Because that's included on the CPU, right, Alex?
Yeah, that's included in the CPU. So you actually have built-in ARC graphics in there. It is, is all the graphics love that you have from the drivers and also from the discrete. All that technology is implemented. It's within the processor, which is in there. There's a lot of things that you can do, and not only that, but you can also do a lot of, now it's all over about artificial intelligence, and you actually have 3 different engines that you can use in there for artificial intelligence workloads. You can use the cores, you can use the ARC built-in GPU, or you can use the neural processing unit that is just dedicated for AI workloads. Coming to a laptop near you, meow. Right, meow.
Yeah, and I want to talk about a little bit of things in here, right? Guys, get ready, because this is always the fun stuff that kind of goes in here. But when we look at wattage and stuff like that, specifically when we're gaming, the thing that becomes so impressive about this is just how much less that this thing, because of the CPU that we actually end up putting. We're talking about, frame rates north of 100 plus frames per second in most of your popular gameplay titles, right? Like most of your popular multiplayer titles. We're seeing some numbers as high as 200 frames per second on some of the ones that really push. And then games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider at 2560 by 1600, pulling 140 FPS with XESS, which also works on DLSS. Plus, you can play most of your other mainstream, really high profile games that you can think about because of that NVIDIA GPU at 60 plus frames per second. And we're talking about Ultra with all of the bells and whistles and stuff like that as well. And we're going to show you today, we're going to show you Hogwarts Legacy and Helldivers, but all of that is at with 5+ hours of battery life. And that's under heavy strenuous use, right? Which is actually pretty crazy. And this means that this laptop is actually portable, which is pretty crazy, Alex.
I love what it is. I love how light it is, and I do apologize for the wind chimes. Somebody left my door open, so now you can hear it. But anyways, yes, it's a great laptop that I really like. It's pretty light. It does a lot of things like Robey said, and I think 16 inches is the right size for for travel, for work, because sometimes, at least for me, 17 could be a little bit too long. Or the 14 might be a little bit too small that I have to squint and I can't see enough real estate on the screen. But this is definitely a great combination between a lot of the different pieces between GPU, CPU, and I bet I don't know if you've done any battery, but yeah, this will be interesting to see how the battery life goes.
Yeah, so it's 5. We under heavy strenuous use, we saw 5.5 hours, and then I just want to show you guys a little bit here. Like when you're looking at your CPU average for these ones, your like CPU clock average. I mean, look at this. Like your idle temps, your CPU load temps are nice and good. Even your gaming temps, right, are like in nice, healthy places as well. So this is using the exact same CPU because the Precision 16 AI and the Alienware m16 both use those same data sets. Now we haven't done all of our main CPU testing on it, but at the same time, I just want to show you like wattage wise and stuff like that. Very, very impressive numbers coming out of Meteor Lake. In terms of just not only just temps, which helps reduce noise levels, but also in wattage and everything else. But I want to show off the laptop. That's like really where the fun thing comes in, right? Like that's the
I want to see
part.
it.
You want to see it?
Yeah, does he have? Yeah, I want to see the ports, the I/O ports.
You want to see? I want to see all the info. He says.
Yeah.
I want to see all the info. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our top down here, and we'll go to full screen, top down. Okay, so here is the laptop, which we've actually been using for part of the show, which is always fun. But we're gonna unplug it because it was like fully drained over we wanted to make sure we run one battery test. But here is the actual laptop itself. And I'm actually a really big fan of the M16 chassis for a couple things, and we'll show you guys heat and stuff like that. But all in all, a couple things that I actually really like, and it follows the same design as the rest of the Alienware M16, where it's got like that nice like light impression 16. The chassis itself is actually nice and thin. You have most of your I/O coming right off of the back. So here you see we've got that power connection, we got HDMI right there, and then we have two USB-C there on the back, one with power delivery and then one with DisplayPort. On the other side, this makes me super happy though. I know a lot of people complain. Oh wait, were you guys able to
It's
see
my
it?
friend,
Yeah,
RJ.
okay. So the other thing too is that over here on the side is that beautiful RJ45 port for network, and then you've got a combined audio. And then on the far side, you have your SD card slot as well as two USB-A. So lots of I/O. I do like how your HDMI and stuff is in the back because that's where you're going to do for your docking and things like that, which is actually pretty straightforward. For your keyboard, I mean, look at that backlight. I mean, like again, backlight-wise, we're looking nice. A nice sized keyboard. You don't have numpads. You have a full, like you do have your arrow keys, and then you have a nice glidey. You have a nice glidey mouse, and then your screen in and of itself looks pretty nice, right? Like you have your standard. It's not going to be like the same quality as the MSI. But from gaming and stuff like that, you got 240 hertz, 2560 by 1600. So also great ratio and resolution for this particular power and combination of CPU and GPU, which is also very cool. So yeah, no, very, 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 very nice. And we're going to get to some benchmarks, but I figured since I already have it out, I'm going to shut it down and we'll take off the back. But yeah, pretty good combination of I/O, pretty standard for around this rate. Well, actually, I would say even more than what's standard for around this price. $1849 for this combination of laptop is actually a really good price. As somebody who looks at a lot of laptops, we just did a whole buyer's guide on MSI. We just did a whole buyer's guide on Alienware. So we look at a lot of different laptops, and pricing wise, this actually works out really well. So
I like how clean it is. Like the lines, the polish, the finish, everything looks really, really nice.
yes, it's a very, very, very clean laptop. Now, one of the things I'd love to just have you talk about while I take this off real quick, Alex, is talking about some of the improvements we've already seen, and some of that has been, we can kind of follow along with the MSI Claw, but we've actually seen a lot of work already done to help make Media Lake better, not just from the CPU standpoint, but also with the ARC GPU that's included as part of the Meteor Lake CPU.
Yeah, so like we were talking earlier, we were saying that like we are constantly pushing, well not pushing, we're constantly working on our drivers and trying to push ourselves to do an improvement every time. And those drivers that we just released are not only for our discrete ARC GPUs, but also for our built-in graphics and our processors. So all the goodness that you get from the drivers from the discrete, you should also get them for the built-in in the processor. So this is something pretty impressive. There's a lot of things in there on that ARC's graphics, built-in ARC graphics from 8K playback, just using the low power eCores. Well, not the low power eCores. Actually, it doesn't use the low power. It does not use the low power eCores. It just uses the system on chip or tile, the little tile in there to do the playback, because the media engine is in there, and the whole reason to have it in there is to extend the life battery, right? This is a laptop, so the main one of the main pillars that Meteor Lake was designed, or should I say Intel Core Ultra, is to improve battery life and save power, but still sustaining a great performance. So there's been a lot of improvements. There's a lot of new drivers, updates, also new things that are being developed, especially for this processor, which is the first one that has a dedicated AI engine, which we call the neural processing engine in there. So there's a lot of cool neat things that are coming up, and the more we dive into this new crazy world, the more things that this processor will provide and will be our tool to face that.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's impressive. Like, actually, let me look at this real quick, because I think I have on here. Let me see, because we have a lot of laptops on here. Okay, so here's the M16 R1. We looked at battery life for that one. We were looking at, the battery life on that one was less than 3 hours. So this one was 4.5, 5. right? So we actually have a direct comparison, and that one was the M16 on that one had a 4070 and a 13700HX. So you even with Meteor Lake, which this is a Core Ultra 7 with the 4070, we saw almost 2 additional hours of battery life just with the CPU shift, which is actually pretty crazy. And then in terms of like overall performance, like performance was on par with the 13.7/4070 as well as the new Core Ultra 7. So just looking at those numbers in our sheet right there.
Yeah, because I mean, now you have to that you have added the discrete graphics card. You have the RTX, or if you were talking to Alex, GTX. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what is actually the power savings that you'll have from there, from both of those two, depending on usage, of course. Because one of the things is, and this probably still does it, but what it is usually there is a software system that looks at what you're doing, and from there it will decide what type of a GPU we'll use, right, to try to save energy, right? So if you're just browsing the internet, checking on that last pillow cat with your face in it, then it most likely will be using the built-in graphics. But if you're going there and you're playing Pacific Drive, then it definitely, I mean, it could be the one or the other depending, but you could use that discrete GPU.
Yeah, so what we're working on right now is just getting the cover off. It's always one of the side ones. And by the way, you definitely want to use tools like this. Do not use a screwdriver, guys.
Just use a hammer.
Yeah, don't use a hammer. These will help it kind of pry itself open.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with you, Robey. You have to be very patient and very careful. Make sure that you don't break any of those plastic lips.
Yep.
Is that how you go? Yeah.
Yeah, the little bits.
Yeah. Because I managed to break 2 of them when I was opening the MSI Raider. I mean, it still works fine. Everything comes in fine, but yeah, you just got to be extra careful with that.
And there's also a little bit of just because some of the screws are captive. Sometimes you just need to verify that they're actually all the way out.
Mm-hmm. How many is it? Only 6 screws?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Okay.
8 screws. So we've got
nice.
one side. I mean, like it's definitely popped out here. We just gotta get it off now. There it goes.
Just gotta shake it off. Shake it.
There you go. And then it just that
Oh,
popped through.
you know what else I see there, Robey?
What?
You really moisturize your hands.
Oh, I do. My hands are
really
well
good.
taken care of. Minus the accident that I got with running the other day where I fell.
Yeah. But besides that, they look great.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, so just looking on the inside, you can obviously see they've added some thermal pads as well to ensure that you've got the extra heat that kind of comes off of it. I mean, one of the things is, again, they're pretty proud of their cooling, and the one thing we've noticed about Alienware is they have a tendency to be some of the least noisy laptops, right? So the MSIs have been some of our definitely our quietest. And then again, people are talking about the stuff they're using. So iFixit kits, if you get the full one, actually comes with lots of these. I know people who use guitar picks as well. Inside, you can see actually we've already added. So it's got one spare. So here's the 1 terabyte drive. We've already added a second KC3000 because of what we were going to do today. Your DIMMs are under here. So upgrading to 32 gigs. If you wanted to, pretty straightforward. So there's your 2 DIMMs. Like if this was gonna be my laptop, this would probably be the first upgrade that I would do is upgrade to 32 gigs. It's pretty inexpensive, but again, very, very easy to basically do.
And then you have two M.2 slots.
Yeah, you have 2 M.2 slots. Of course, we've actually already put one in because when I was telling Kevin, I was like, okay, I need to download some games specifically for our show. He's like, you're not gonna have any room with all the stuff that I have to put on it for mine. So we already added I think this is a 2 terabyte KC3000 in here. But yeah, so you have one here, which is your OS drive and stuff like that. And then you have a second one that's very easily available. You have your Wi-Fi I don't know if this is it Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 7 that comes with this.
Ooh, let me go check.
So, but yeah, there's the inside of the laptop, and then of course, then we have our battery as well, and then you can see very, very straightforward in terms of cooling and stuff like that. But one of the things you'll notice, pretty easy to just kind of open, do your upgrade yourself, and then put back together, which you're going to see in just a second. And then we'll run some benchmarks here in just a few. So, and then you just turn it around. It kind of clips down here at the back, and then just pops right back in. This is very easy, nice and easy to work on, which I like.
Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Which is not what you use to moisturize.
No, that's for my hair with the avocado.
With the avocado.
And the egg
With the all-in-one.
Yeah.
With the all-in-one, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I have something that basically washes my dog, washes my hair, washes my body, washes my car. It's all-in-one, all made by like, I think it's made by the OxyClean guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's called Mucho Macho.
Mucho Macho. So, Sarah, while we were going through this, did we see any questions or anything that people had about what we've talked about so far?
I don't think so. I think, Alex, you were looking to see if this was Wi-Fi 6, correct?
Yeah, I'm hunting it down. Hunted it right meow.
Right meow?
Yeah. Right meow.
Otherwise, I think a lot of people are ultimately, and I even said this in chat as well, just excited to see more and more laptop designs that are upgradable. Love to see that trend. I feel like there used to be just a few, and now it feels like there's a lot more. So,
yeah, and the one thing I really actually have been enjoying about this show is not only have we haven't just been showing like gaming, like the 16AI Evo was not just a gaming one. It could, like, it was like a real true, you could use it doing everything. And I know some people talking about Asus as well. We have an Asus laptop coming up that we're working on. I think we're showing off an HP here pretty soon. So we're just trying to give you guys a large variety of different laptops so you guys can make good choices. And then we also, one of the things that we're doing as we get these is we're also going to be doing guides all up on, choosing the right Meteor Lake laptop for you, because I want to be super clear about something, guys. And I know Alex would definitely agree with this.
I do agree.
Yeah,
I definitely agree.
I haven't even said it yet, and he's already agreed. I need you guys to understand something, and I say this all the time on just my regular show. There is not a one-size-fits-all for tech for anybody. If somebody comes to you and says, this is what you have to choose, they're not being honest with you, because your gaming habits, your work habits are going to be very different than anybody else's. We have a lot of people on our team who some people use nothing but Ultrabooks. There's other ones who use gaming laptops. Like, true friends help you choose what's best for you. And that could be a specific combination of hardware. If you're a video editor, even a video editor is like, well, if I use DaVinci, that uses very different resources than somebody who uses Premiere, right? And the same thing is like if you play games like Hogwarts Legacy versus games like Fortnite. Those are like, there are certain GPU and CPU combinations that work better for those combinations of games. So just understand that when we give you this, we're just trying to give you choice and then help you make an informed purchase decision about what might be best for you, which is always the best thing to do. Alex is going to do cosplay today. Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course, right?
Of course. Yeah. Going back to the question about the Wi-Fi, it is Wi-Fi 6E, E for excelente.
E for excelente. And you're learning Spanish today.
Hola, amiguitos. It's an adventure.
Un poquito. I don't even know what I just said. Hopefully it was not bad.
You said I was amazing. That's what you said. But
that's what I said. Okay, good. I feel way better. I guess I should be really careful about just speaking what random language,
words.
A little bit of a language I might know. Though I'm actually thinking about picking up on Babbel, and then so that way I can, because I know this fluent Spanish speaker I know who could probably help me converse the whole time.
Here and there, a couple of things. Check our next show in German.
In German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Nein, sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Okay, so the other two I want to show you real quick before we get too far in this was this right here, guys, which is this is the actual power brick as well, which is actually not too bad. So
wow,
it's not, in terms of size, much smaller than your typical one. Oh, you know what we need to do? Banana for scale. That always helps.
Put the banana next to it.
Yep, we need a banana for scale.
Did we say how big the banana was? Like 7 inches?
So in terms of banana size, oops, whoa.
Oh,
I don't know what that was.
oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, no, oh, hey, there's the specs. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'll show you the specs here in a minute. Banana for size, there we go. So it's approximately 1 banana in size, but it is a whole lot smaller than a ROBEYCAT. You know what I mean? So it's not as big as a full small ROBEYCAT picture, but about the size of a banana. And this banana is 7.5 inches and 1 inch thick. So in terms of thickness, it's half an inch, and then about 7 inches, probably about 7 inches in terms of overall height. So yeah. So yeah, just want to make sure that you guys have appropriate references when we talk about sizes and stuff like that. We measure everything in bananas. Watts on the charger is 240 watts.
That is pretty good size for a gaming laptop charger, because there's some other ones that, whew, let me tell you, no need to go to the gym.
Man, people's visceral reaction to my cat is awesome. I think we should just have a whole show where it's just my cat. So then people can just like, hey, need to throw up? Come see my cat.
Record people's reaction of watching Robey's cat.
Yeah. Somebody was just like, every time, like somebody just has like, they're like, oh my gosh, that is an ugly cat. So it's just like the reaction to it's been so good. Okay, so let's jump in and actually show you guys some performance numbers real quick, and then we'll jump in from here. But I do want to show you, and one thing I thought was actually pretty important, and we kind of highlighted this as we're jumping into showing it off inside, is the size, the specs here. So this is, again, what you guys are about to see here is the Alienware M16. It's got a Core Ultra 7. It's the Series 1. It's got an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070. It's 2560 by 1600 at 240 hertz. 16 gigs upgradable up to 64, I believe. 1 terabyte included. Oh man, poor Sean took that from your note there, Sarah. Sorry. So it's 1 terabyte NVMe drive. You can do add up to another 4 or 8 terabyte drive, and then you have HDMI 2.1 and 1 Thunderbolt 4 connection as well. So let's jump into, here it is right here. Let's just take a look at some performance numbers here. So let's go ahead and download Cinebench real quick, and then we'll see how this does from a Cinebench scoring standpoint, and then we will run a game on it, and then we'll call it a day, which is always fun, right? Games are the best way to kind of know how something does. So let's go to File, Advanced Benchmark, set this to 10 minutes, and then just so you guys can see info here. And I will tell you, one of the things that we noticed as we've used this laptop is notice how snappy it is. We were like, it's more naturally snappy than we kind of expected, so it just kind of does everything I need it to do and quickly, which makes me happy. So I don't know why. We noticed this with the Core Ultra 7 series of laptops, is just how it's like whatever I need it to do, I'm just able to actually do it very, very quickly. It feels very desktop in that particular way. Okay, so there we go. So we've got that now. Let's open hardware info. I mean, like, look, literally just installed an application, opened a web browser and all that sort of stuff, and it doesn't feel like you're running on a laptop. That's the thing that's crazy. Okay, so there's our clocks right there, our P-core, our E-cores. There's the look at it, check it out right there. Alex, low-powered cores. It's actually showing them there.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
So pretty.
So you can actually see all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna run a multi-core test, even though, oh, there we go.
It was funny because I was like 16 cores. I'm like doing math in my head. 8 plus 6 is 14. It's like, where are the other two? I was like, what? Do we have a typo? Like, what's going on?
Okay, so here we go. It's running our stuff there. Of course, we're going to hit our temps, but it's not. Ooh. That should help. Hold on. And again, you're not, I'm fine with seeing these temps. The temps are typical. I do need to, one thing I need to make sure that I wasn't doing is I need to make sure that we're set in the right setting. Sorry, one sec. Oh, how to recycle, wow. So it's a 7155, by the way.
Cool.
That's what I was looking for. I need to make sure that we are in the right, I'm not in the right cooling setting right now. Okay, so we're in balance. Let's go to performance and let's make sure that this is fully ready to go. Okay, here we go. There, and the fans are kicking up now. And again, this is about what you would expect from a CPU from a laptop CPU to do. Again, this is it can run like this for days. It's totally fine. You want to see it kind of peg out, but we're also making sure it's getting the most juice. Right now, it's pulling 80. Look at that, from a laptop CPU, you're pulling 89, 90 watts. I mean, what we were looking at on our what the MSI could do, and this is something that we should talk about a little bit, Alex, is that not all, just because it has the same CPU, the amount of power that the manufacturer can actually push through it is different. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that's completely correct, and actually a great point, Robey, because what it is even though the CPU is called out for 28 watts, it is actually, you can actually program it to different wattage depending. We do specify a range, but we give the laptop manufacturers like an option or a window in which they can settle the power that will be used by that configuration. So that way, because now you have an RTX 4070 in there, and you have Meteor Lake. So you want to have some room or some wiggle room or some wiggle room to make sure that the laptop sits at the wattage and power consumption and temperatures that you want. So yeah, even though it's spec for, like, this one is spec for 28 watts, there is a window that we actually have there that you can either higher or lower depending on what you're looking for.
Now I want to be super clear when you guys are saying, Robey, when you say when you're looking at the rendering right now, 17,000. 739, that's about the equivalent of some of the mid-tier, other mid-tier like CPUs. So this is actually on par with some of the competitive desktop CPUs that you see from on some of their X3Ds and stuff like that. So I'm just letting you know, this is like for a laptop to pull a 17,000, especially around this price, that's actually a very, very impressive score. And so, which is actually pretty quick. So this is like, in terms of its ability to do rendering and things like that, it is not a slouch in the productivity standpoint at all. So, so yeah, it's just good to see what kind of core performance you're getting off of a CPU like this, and the fact that we're able to give it almost 100 watts to pull something like that. And it's not overly noisy right now. In fact, if I go to the top down here, you can actually see about 58 decibels. So I don't know, Damien, if you're still here, do you have a reference off the top of your head for what 58 decibels would be? I think 64 is a human conversation. 58 is that a library? I don't remember. Hopefully we'll get some answer for that from there. So close to a dishwasher. So that's about so when you listen to your dishwasher, then that's about how loud this laptop is when it's running under full load.
Wait, I am the dishwasher of my house and I sing.
Okay, so I just want to, this is correct. So if we're talking about with your head, where your head would be, which we'll put this at my head. So it's about 6 decibels lighter by the time it gets to my ears. So just to give you that number, and that's a great point, Vitus, but we just have a standard set to show you the worst case, right? So there we go. So that's that. Oh, I'm gonna stop it now. Let's just run some Hogwarts Legacy real quick, just to show you what that's like real quick. So I'm gonna do some quick setup here, given we just got finished testing this. So sorry, this is a little bit further than what we normally do, and I know we're coming up on gameplay time. So let me just go to this real quick. I'm gonna set up some fast ones. We'll just show GPU temp, which I think is a good one. And show usage. Well, let's make sure. Okay, just making sure I'm putting the right stuff in here. There we go. And then we'll show memory usage, because that's one thing that people always like to talk about. Memories, like the ones I used to know. Wait, that was really bad.
It would not be a show without just a busting out of song.
Or with that joke.
Oh, you know what, guys? I'm sorry. I don't even have it set on the right. Wow, I'm really terrible. Okay,
No.
I'm like literally. You guys are watching me type, not actually. Wait, have you seen any of those performance numbers? Was it
Just
on the screen, or was it literally on me
ones.
typing the whole time?
It was you typing.
Are you serious? You guys didn't tell me?
Well, you'll see why in a second.
Did you guys see the Cinebench score or not?
We did
Yes.
see the Cinebench.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I was like, wait, I thought you guys had told me.
No, once you went to the decibel count, then it went to your
Oh,
hands.
okay, good. Phew. Okay, man, I was about to just quit and take my toys and go home. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm the worst. Okay, good. Yeah, so I'm just putting in the stuff for this right now. Okay, good. That makes me feel better. Wow, okay. Whew. Oh man, that would make me feel bad. We definitely want to see CPU usage, right? And we want to show, I think I saw temp. I already did temp, right? CPU temp, CPU power.
Oh, I know what happened. I have the power.
Isn't that the Skeletor thing?
That is He-Man.
Oh, He-Man. Should have went with the hero.
It's okay. I'm more of a, well, as you might know, I'm more of a kind of villain kind of guy.
Okay, so we're gonna put frame rate on there, and then we'll be good. And frame time.
We need a Lex He-Man cosplay.
Oh,
we need
dude,
to-
we do.
Well, let me get back on my legs, on my workout legs. And then-
It's just as long as you're wrapped in bubble wrap per the Overlord's new thing for you and I.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We got it all set now. Okay, so let's load some Hogwarts Legacy and then go from there. Okay, here we go. And then we're on performance still, so we'll leave that alone. Okay, we'll just have to show it. We have to. It's not obeying me today, but that's okay.
Obey the law.
Yeah, this wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a show without having everything go completely south every once in a while. But okay, but here we go. Steam settings, library. Please don't show ready to play stream games. There we go. And then we'll throw some, here we go. Throw some Hogwarts, and then, well, once this is done, we'll get into some Pacific Drive. Alex, you ready? You getting ready for some
Actually, I can go get ready.
Yeah, you can go get ready real quick while I show this, and then we'll...
It doesn't take that long, but yeah.
It's just loading. And guys, I'm very excited about today's game because the game is pretty rad that we're going to be playing. In fact, why don't we just real quick while we get a chance? Do you want to talk a little bit about what game we're playing today, Sarah, so we can, as we wait for the shaders to preload?
Yeah, so this week we're going to be playing Pacific Drive. So I don't know if you guys have been checking it out, but it is definitely be ready for a little bit of, I would say, creepy music, but I have not gotten to the levels that people in chat have been telling me about, so it does get scarier. But it's really cool. It's a first-person survivor game set in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's set in the Pacific Northwest. So the kind of to give you guys a little bit of backstory, because we're not going to be showing you the intro. We're going to be jumping in a little further in the game. But essentially, you're a courier, right? And you're doing a delivery on this island. Now, what has happened is that the Olympic Peninsula was used from experimentation, and then now has been completely walled off. So when you're out and you're driving and you're going to do a delivery to this like abandoned research facility, you're sucked into the zone that you're not supposed to be in. And then that's where we're going to kind of pick up our story. Is you meet some pretty crazy people who can't believe somebody's alive. You get a 1983 station wagon, and then your whole home is all about 1983 station wagon. And you're just trying to find out about the survivors inside of this place while also trying to make your way out of the Olympic Peninsula, which is actually pretty cool. And it is funny. It is funny that this song happens to play when we're talking about Pacific Drive. This random Halloween song that will not go away. It's just,
no matter how hard we try.
No matter how hard, no matter how many times I've written the fine folks over at Soundstripe that, hey, just so you know, there's a Halloween song in here. It still comes. Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. So the team at over sent me a bunch of stuff, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm actually pretty excited to get to show that off today. And we might end up switching to it right now because it feels like the MSI Afterburner. Me just showing you. I'll show you the game running so you guys can see how smooth it is. But unfortunately, it's not going to run It doesn't look like it's going to show the performance numbers on the screen like we want it to. So here, I'll show you at least show you the game running, so you guys can see that. So I have two new characters, and I restarted playing this game because I was like lost. Like I tried to go back and play, and I was like, I don't know how to play this game anymore, so I had to restart it. Yeah, it's like the Clark Griswold family truckster. Yes. So here we are, guys. What you're looking at here, just looking at settings, we're looking at ultra quality with DLSS on quality right now and frame generation off inside of Hogwarts. And you can get an idea of just... And again, volume, like the one thing that has always been crazy about the laptops themselves is just how loud they have a tendency to be. But yeah, this is running beautifully. And then again, if I wanted to, just to make it even that much more smoother. Turn on frame generation. And crash the game. Okay, well, let's just end it with that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It's not behaving, and I think it's because of I need to restart. I had to do a little driver update, so I apologize, and that's kind of messing the whole thing up. Okay, let's jump into Pacific Drive, but the best way to jump into Pacific Drive is to, oh yeah, now it's updating the PC. So, sorry. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, Alex. Is that Alex? He's like ready to go. Wow, that was really fast, Alex.
That was fast.
That was like way more fast than it was. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna get prepared real quick, but we have a little video that we're gonna show you guys to get you guys ready for the world of Pacific Drive, and then I will get ready in my cosplay, and it's gonna be amazing. So, but luckily Alex is already ready, so it makes me feel a little bit
Did y'all
better.
hear that drop there? Wait, who's gonna be in cosplay?
That's me, Robey. Robey's gonna be in cosplay.
We finally did it, folks. We finally did it.
But before we get to that, I wanted to show you guys. Alex is still. Alex, you look very good, my friend. Okay, so let's jump into here and let's look at. Here's a little intro to the world of Pacific Drive. Oh, hold on. And there it is, guys. That is Pacific Drive, and I want to give a huge shout out to the Pacific Drive team for hooking me up with this custom Robeytech mechanic shirt. And then the other thing that they sent as well is they sent this for us to check out. Because Pacific Drive, so you have to basically oh, Alex is muted. Oh, that's weird. See what's going on with Alex. He's not muted anymore. Why did it mute you? That's weird.
I don't know. I was saying we need a close up.
We need a close up of Alex. Here, let's do a close up of Alex. Okay, there we go.
No, I was gonna say a Robey, not me.
Oh, he's like, oh no, we need to get rid of. Yeah, they're like, well, nobody cares about Alex anymore. Robey, look at his cosplay. So, I think we missed. I'm sorry if you missed gold there. I'm like, but yeah. Alex always looks good when he's all dressed up and stuff like that. But I want to show you guys this cool thing that the Pacific Drive team sent. Here we go, right here, guys. Yeah.
I think we're looking at Alex, Robey.
Yeah, I know. I'm switching now.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay. There we go.
Nice,
so
Robey.
here it is. I am dressed up. Thank you very much. They gave me the full, like the shirt. It's got the whole thing on it. It's got Robeytech on it as well. So I really appreciate them sending this off and hooking me up with this. And then they sent us this epic right here. They sent us this super epic. Check it out. It's basically a tool chest, which I've never had in my whole life because I'm about as handy when it comes to doing real things as useless. I'm useless. So anyway, popping inside, it has the owner's manual. Check it out for the 1983 station wagon that we're going to be working in today, and it's got a bunch of notes. Which if you haven't gotten to this already, but it talks about the anchors and a bunch of stuff that's actually built into the game, which is actually pretty cool. It's got a emergency notice and radioactive kit as well, which is actually pretty cool. And then inside, they gave us one of these, those little bobblehead things.
Ooh, that's cool. What? Gotta catch them all.
This is super cool.
Yeah. It's, whoa. Oh, it came with this. Oh, yeah. So here you go. So you can stick it on your, there you go.
Oh, on your dash?
Yeah. So it bobbles.
That's funny.
And it's got a little sticker so you can stick it to your dash and it never comes off because it's
Wait.
3M.
You gotta be careful with the cat. It might eat it.
Yeah, my cat might eat it. My ROBEYCAT. It also came with this. I don't know what this is. Explore the unseen. Oh, wow. Cool. Check it out. It's
What is that?
It's a car. It's a 1980.
Station
It's actually the
wagon.
station wagon.
Dude.
What?
Dude.
That is so awesome.
And you can stick
That
it
is
and it
really
like
cool.
lights up. It's got like a USB light up thing.
Wow.
So it's got like you can put it in here. Trying to not break it. Okay, so it like
Colors are the
attaches
crazy red.
here, and then I think this goes in the back of it. Yes, it does. So this goes in the back of it. Okay, so it's got a Pacific drive here. Put this in here. And then, hold on, we'll go to the side camera. Okay, and then we got a whole power pack here. Okay, so you plug this into, I'm hoping just I can plug this into any USB here. There we go. Okay, so you got your little, there it is, check it out. Pacific drive, and then you can light it up. And then you put the car on it.
Oh, that's neat.
Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. Thank you very much for the Pacific Drive team for hooking us up with that really, really cool kit and all that sort of stuff. That's actually pretty cool. So you get like your car and yeah, so you can just have that on your desk all lit up. So you can be reminded of the horrific times you're going to spend in the Pacific Northwest. That feels like a great memory. And then they also
knows how to do
gave,
it
just so
right.
you guys could see it, is they also gave us, they gave you, of course, what you need, a pine tree air freshener, and then Eat My Dust sticker for your 1983 car. So yeah, pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a great kit.
It's a great kit. Thank you very much from the team over who worked on the game and all that sort of. And then let's jump into the game. What do you guys say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
We haven't played a scary, creepy game in a while.
We haven't. We absolutely have not. Now I just got to find my thing to get it hooked up here. Okay, cool. So, Alex, how far have you gotten in the game?
I think so. I got to the garage and I was able to fix my car and I was ready to do the first mission. So that's how far I got into it. I sort of drove from, well, how far? Oh, well, let me tell you the whole story. So for some
Okay,
reason,
tell me the whole story.
for some reason you get dropped in an island that something happened. I guess it's in the Pacific, therefore Pacific Drive. So you're there and you're just driving along. This whole island has been cordoned off since something happened, I think it was in 1933. And then for the last 30 years, there's a lot of weird things going on. So they put fences and walls and to keep you off guard. And you just get off of a ferry in your nice little car and you're driving around. And all of a sudden, bam, you get transported to the inside of the island, and your car is in parts everywhere, and you are in your nice little 2 feet, and you have to go look for a car. Well, look for transportation to try to get out there. And you go there and you find this amazing, well, not amazing, it will be amazing, but it's a pretty beat up 1983 station wagon that you pick up. And then you get in there and you turn it on and there's a radio and there are people are actually talking to you through the radio, giving you directions of what you should do, how to communicate with you. And then you drive. Well, you fix the car a little bit, you put in a tire, but the car is messed up. So even though you try to drive it, it just veers to the right. It keeps veering to the right.
Like it's actually to the point where it's almost like I thought my controller was broken. I really was like, what is going on? Like I literally switched controllers because of how hard it was pulling to the right.
If it wasn't because you and Sarah told me that it was like everything's veering to the right, I would have run exactly the same way. So I just took patience and drove through about 7 trees, and because you have to drive with a busted car from where you pick it up to a garage. So I just completely drove through all the trees I said, like, screw it. I'm just gonna keep going a big loop. I made it there, and I made it to the garage. And then once you get to the garage, you park in the car, and pretty much you start fixing it. Like, you go and find all these parts. There's a junk carts outside of the garage, and you're just putting things together, and it's pretty neat. And now I'm just trying to find a way to get out of it. So the first mission is to build an antenna. That's what it is. You need to build an antenna so you can navigate within the restricted zone.
Okay, so I'm building an antenna. You guys have so as you can see, my car is actually, whoa, there's some graphical things here. Let's fix that, hold on. Yep. Oops, I did 1920 by 1080. That wasn't what I wanted.
All the codes.
I'm just fixing this so we don't have those graphical. So as you can see, I've actually my car is actually built. So I've got all my doors. How far did you guys, I have all my doors now. My car is looking pretty awesome. And what I've got to do is I've gone out and I've powered this whole thing. So you guys have put the car together. Do you guys have your,
Yeah, I put the navigator in there, which does that navigation system in there. I also put the mobile workbench in the trunk and the boxes. And what else? I put putty, like fix the outside. And pretty much is like, all right, man, go out and
ready to
go
go.
get the antenna. Yeah.
So
Oh man, you got a bunch of stuff already in there. Holy
yeah,
smokes.
I've been playing quite a bit. So I'm gonna actually use this. And do what you were talking about and actually throw some putty on there because my steel panel's not doing so good. So all you gotta do is throw putty and putty fixes everything. Okay, there we go. Car's feeling pretty good. As you can look here, you've got like a rear status. Everything looks like it's good and it's showing that the rear is open. So put this back in here. Grab our impact hammer. Okay, so we're gonna break into this building over here. So we gotta break into this, which you do this with the impact hammer. Okay, we're in. Oh, it looks like I can go out one more. Oh, so that gets back outside. Okay. Oh, we got a locker. Oh, she has, what is this?
Ooh.
Oh, more crude panels. You got more putty in here. You got a hand vacuum. Handbrake. There's your bumper, so you don't need to waste on that stuff. Oh wow! So she's got. So you actually, there's more storage you have access to now. That's kind of cool. I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, let's go put this. Let's see what this does. Okay. Cobble together used equipment from Oppie's vault to scavenge parts. This will sweep the zone to detect pockets of stability. I gotta open the logbook. Let's find out what I'm doing here. Oh, it already built it. Oh, warning hands only. Okay. Oh, here we go. Installation kit. I'm supposed to put it up there? I gotta go put this up on the roof. How do I get on the roof, Alex? Alex, can you hear me? Did I mute Alex again? Did it mute Alex again?
I think he...
It muted you again. I don't know why.
It's not your... Is somehow I'm losing connection, maybe because I'm in the middle of a storm. But
Oh, okay.
So every time I reconnect, it connects me, but I'm muted.
All right, so I got to put this thing on the roof, and there's a path up to the roof. So I'm building my antenna, guys.
What? Oh, you already built the antenna, now you have
Yeah,
to
I
put
did
it up?
that before.
Look
Whoa!
at you.
That's a big antenna I was just carrying. Whoa, that thing's huge.
Oh my god.
Dude, how was I carrying that?
Antenna signals coming through
You've
loud
been
and
working
clear.
out,
In your
man.
handy
Give it a moment to
backpack.
initialize.
Yeah, no kidding. By the power of magic.
This is magic.
Okay, I gotta install a handbrake now, guys.
Oh, does it make we can do donuts?
Probably. Is it not loud enough, Viptis?
Am I not loud enough?
Is there? Yeah, guys, it's because I turned off the sound. I turned off the music, so now all you're hearing is the stuff. Okay, so I need to grab the handbrake. Luckily, she's already made it for me. Okay, I got the handbrake. I wonder what this is going to allow me to do. Wow, I'm really good at this.
Make sure to empty your trunk before
You know,
heading back out.
I would have
You'll
expected
need the
that you have to
space.
lift the car to put in the handbrake, but I'm no mechanic.
Search the dumpster.
I would trust Robey. He's got the mechanic outfit on.
That's true. The hat. The hat ties the whole outfit together.
What is this thing doing?
Give me the parts that you need.
Why don't I just have that help me all the time? It gives some road flares.
Yeah, it just spits them out at you.
Okay, so transfer all this stuff to here.
And we're patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less. I've hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping through my garage.
So I have a transfer trunk now. What does this do? Where do I put it? Well, now I'm holding this trunk, and I don't. Okay, there you go. Okay. I wonder if I take all the material. I probably don't need all of these, do I? I feel like I should take leave one stack of things and then definitely want that. My road flares. I take the stuff that's like more rare. That's not rare. It's hard to know what you need to take, you know what I mean, Alex? Did I lose him again? Ooh. Alex, did I lose you? Yep, I did.
He's here.
Yeah.
You on mute again?
Okay. Okay, so I think I'll just take this stuff and then transfer it to the box here. So the trunk's in pretty good shape. I have 11 flares. I don't even know what the flares are for, but they sound good. Okay, repair car. Use the trunk to unload. It makes it sound like I want to put all that stuff in there. Okay, I'm not. Oh, I probably don't need these. Oops. I'm gonna be mad if I need any of this stuff, Sarah.
You can only take what you can take.
I know. Hopefully that's good. Transfer materials button for fast transfer from trunk to EQ, from EQ to shelf. Okay, now it says repair car and a battery jumper. I need a battery jumper. Okay, is that in here? Battery jumper, I need electronics. I don't know if I have electronics. Where do I get electronics from?
Well, it said 01. So.
Yeah, I know. It says recommended. That doesn't mean it's necessary. I don't see any electronics in here. Okay, well, let's find your way to town. Let's make our map.
Ready to make this remnant verification a one-and-done thing? I'm sending you to visit Colossal Cappy. If that old anomaly doesn't induce electromagnetic resonance in your car, then we're
Wonder
free
how
from
it drives after you
Tobias's
fix
fever
it all up.
dreams and we can get you out of here. With that antenna fixed, you can now detect stabilized road junctions in the outer zone. You've got a stable route heading straight to Cappy's front door, but the energy readings are off the roof. I advise you not to take the zone lightly. You better gear up or you may not survive the trip. Which would make my life easier, so...
It sounds
Your
like
call.
it's saying to go here, right? But it doesn't say Cappies or anything like that, so... It says town center, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Close my trunk, and here we go. Turn on my car. Put it in drive. I don't know what the... I wonder what the... Oh, use the dashboard to assign abilities.
Alex
Oh,
is
there.
back, but every time we drop him, he goes back on mute.
Okay, yeah. Okay, he's back. Okay, let's put him back on mute. Oh, I'm gonna pull something bad. Okay, Alex, you're having a storm, huh?
Yeah, there's this winter storm / blizzard going through here, and I guess it's just completely messing with the internet connection.
Okay, well, we're gonna go to town. I got a handbrake now.
Looks like it drives better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It drives way better. So you haven't driven it since then, huh?
Mm-mm. I'm still fixing mine.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to. I wanted to travel to. Do I have to go through this zone first, and then I can travel to the next zone? It doesn't look like it can drive all the way there. Sorry, learning. This is new.
Ooh, red is not good. Red usually is not good.
Oh, there's a lot. So I want to go to here. Okay. Whoa, there's more like stuff now. Okay, we got something to play here.
Oh, you know what my favorite remnant was? The record player. You remember Francis? You play records normally, but then every now and then you hear weird voices. It's like that one time it was my 5th grade lunch.
Back up!
This again.
You know, the sooner I get this out of my system, the sooner you can have some peace and quiet.
Fine.
Like killer
Let's
germs.
go.
Is it stuck to the top of your car?
Oh, it is.
Legends of all the stories
Get off
that
and then
spawn in the zone.
rip it.
Trust me,
There it
there are
is.
so many. Remnants,
Get off.
one of the best.
Broken?
I'll start from the beginning. In 1964, strange objects began appearing throughout the zone. They were shabby, cast-off things that were imbued with strange properties. A broken microwave that
Sit with your
froze
Wait,
things
wait,
instead of
is it
warming
stuck?
it.
Oh, there.
A rusty can of paint that produced every color in existence.
Calls it a
Always
broken bunny?
so out of
Yeah, it's
place
called a broken
that people
bunny.
were
It's killed by a
irresistibly
car.
drawn to them.
Yeah, you know, like a mysterious car in
Poor
the forest,
buddy.
right?
If that's a broken bunny, I don't want to see what a broken cat is.
Like wrecked my car though. I think. Dude, it like ate through. Whoa, what are you doing? It like ate through my. Well, it looks like it took some damage on the other side, so I'm gonna go fix my car. Man, I didn't. It did not. It did not adequately prepare me for broken bunnies. I was not ready for whatever.
I don't know what you're
Bad
talking
bunny.
about. Come on, Robey. It's Easter. It's that time of the year, so you're expecting.
Well, it actually
to see
shows all
bunnies.
my panels are fine.
No,
Is it electrical?
but it could have been electrical because it was an electric bunny. It was the Energizer bunny.
I don't know what
He
it was.
tried to
but-
start it and it doesn't start.
No, it starts. It starts. I just the yellow. So those. That's to get. It looks like there's an arc power, but I was like trying to. We can look for other stuff, I guess. It says everything's fine. There's a house right over here.
Ooh, here's a great idea. Let's go check out the house.
Killing. Literally. Ooh, that looks like a. There it is.
The generator.
Let's go see what's in this house.
The generator.
It seems fine. That seems like a great place to hang out. Do you think?
Welcoming.
Totally.
I wonder if you're already
They're
feeling the
obviously
remnants
tea.
effects, driver.
Have you been
hot
fixating on the
beverage.
car, maybe?
When you're in
If
distress.
only we
It's a
knew
nice hot
where remnants came from. Then we'd have a place to start on how to help you. This is no typical anomaly.
Right. Yeah. The anomalies we know, they're creepy, crawly, and weird. Like visible manifestations. The remnants
we
were the
go.
only ones that
That's
wormed
my
its way
boy.
into your brain.
Ooh,
There's
holy
something
things.
much
Dude,
more.
that's a whole like.
I know.
research-
That's not a house.
It's
It's
like.
a space
See what they got in the
control.
toolbox though. No electronics. That's what we need.
No, but you got a duck.
What's this?
Rubber ducky.
Oh, there's a backpack here.
Ooh, wait,
Ooh.
is that a person or what? A remains?
Duct tape, some plastic. Yeah, it's like they're called tourists. I don't know what they're there for.
Tourists?
Yeah. It says don't touch the tourist. Okay, I won't touch the tourist.
What? How do you know that was not? You are not a future tourist.
Somebody just says don't touch the tourist.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust them.
I will take their advice and yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
I
touching the
stay with-
tourist. I can't move.
What? Are you in the car?
Like I'm trying to move.
Oh.
Why can't I- did I
The
turn
lights
car-
are on, so the car should be on.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Oh.
You gotta learn how to
Doors
drive a
open.
car there, Robey.
It's like a Tesla. The doors are open. Alright, I'm looking for the blue.
Those things, just avoid them. Because they'll just like move your car off of the road.
Ooh, more tourists. Can you run them over and like
No.
I
pick
want
life
to touch
up?
a tourist.
Yeah.
Who said avoided tourists?
The guy in the
The
chat
chat.
who probably has played this game more than we have. Okay. Wow. Well,
Well, that feels very Pacific Northwest.
what do you do when your car's upside down?
I think you just rolled the car.
Dude.
Oh.
Now we need a tow
It
truck.
warps the car.
Driving over the tree.
Where did it warp it to?
Right over here. I'm now going the opposite direction where I want to go. I wasn't expecting to freaking run over the thing and flip around.
No.
Right, here we go. I'm trying to get to the place where I need to go.
Let's replace this.
And I will say, like, looking at the map over there at the same time you're driving the car, not the easiest thing.
Every time you change the perspective, it gets tough to put it back.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second. I'm going to go see what's in here. I'm going to park the car. Because I've seen it take off.
Roll.
What do we
Experience.
got? Steel doors. That means steel plate.
Nice.
Always feels good to get some materials, you know what I mean? Get things to fix something. I need some electronics, though. That's what I need.
Electronics.
Nothing in here. Fuel tank's empty. What is... Oh, look! It's an arc thing.
Wait a minute, is that like a power?
Yeah, it gives power to your thing. Whoops. Health-wise, seem to be doing okay.
Do you have to eat?
No. Lots of steel here.
It's funny, we played so many Survivor games that I think we have instincts of things that we
Yeah.
need to accomplish.
Wait, it's starting to rain. Don't jump into the lake. You're gonna get an infection.
Yeah, I know. It's like we played a lot of games.
I will say they've captured the ambiance of the Pacific Northwest, which can be very creepy and
It can't.
yeah.
No. I mean, very like the woods, the dark, the mist.
The fallen trees. I mean,
Yes.
they've done a great job.
Yeah, I want to take this thing because this seems. Oh no, it's just an anomaly. Glittering boulder. It's a glittering boulder, guys. It's just all it says.
Yay! It's all glitter.
Hey, Chad.
Can't
Is
grab
this
it.
an ignore?
I can't do anything with it. I just want to.
Nope. Okay.
The sun's coming up. Wow, it's such a pretty game. Oh, that seems nice.
Tomorrow.
It's pretty that way. A little ominous that way.
Yeah, I agree.
Just look forward. Now sun will come out tomorrow.
Maybe. Really? Ow! I just literally slammed myself with my car. Didn't know you could do that.
Ow!
Just so you
In
know,
your
you can slam
head.
yourself in the head with the car.
Wait, this is the Pacific Northwest, so maybe the sun will come out tomorrow.
Whoa! It's blowing.
Oh,
It's,
What is that? Oh, it's blowing. What is the red thing?
there's one right there.
Why is it blowing?
careful though.
I'm in a storm.
Oh, two wheels. Look at that.
It's really blowing.
We're going to the happy place. Like, is it?
Hard. Take out trees.
Chad is on it today.
Oh,
Robey, if you're 3 blocks more down and to the left, that's my house.
Okay.
Okay. We made it out of the storm.
There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna drive here. What is that?
Whoa.
That was like a booby trap. And all my stuff just went yellow.
That was like
I
an
don't like
electric.
this game. It just has all this stuff that happens. I'm just trying to get to the house.
Just get me to the house. That's the only thing I want to get there.
Charge me? My car was like all fine. You guys saw it. Now it's all yellow.
Wonder if it has another cute name like.
Oh,
This car gets like the worst gas mileage. Dude, use a quarter of a tank and driven like 1 mile.
it's all the aerodynamics, man. That cute. Does wonders.
Okay, now we can go. We're on. Okay, now we're going to be able to drive to the next spot.
Oh, car. Stop car. Is that a tunnel?
Yep. That's where it's telling me to go. I like how there's just like all these things in the middle of the road. So he's like, you know what? Let's just put things in the middle of the tunnel.
This is a very, very deep,
Oh, God.
long tunnel. Oh, tourist.
Oh, okay, I'm almost there. Okay, I found it. I found the way.
Oh, another boulder. Oh no,
Nice.
this is like a gate. Boulder gate.
Okay, now we're
Made
finally
it.
at the place where we're supposed to be. All that, you're right, Icy Sniper. It does sound like soup weather.
You were supposed to do a smoke test, Robey. It has perfect radio.
Okay, now we are in the. Okay, so now we're in the town place. And we're in perpetual stability. That's good. So that's where we want to go.
So
There's
you
a
need
house
to-
right here. Let's go check out the house and fix up my car. That you've obviously wrecked, Alex.
God, Sierra.
It's all my fault.
Never
You know,
wanted to
you were
think
trying to
about
come
this
to visit
place
me in the
ever
middle of a
again.
storm, and
Head
that's what
toward
you get.
town. Colossal Cappy is smack dab in the middle of where Sierra used to be. You can't miss it.
Okay, we're gonna park here. My poor car.
Wait, what are you?
I don't have a lot of. Well, I gotta putty it up here.
Do you have 2 t-shirts just in case you get wet?
I don't know. No, that's like fabric.
For the chairs, for the seats.
I might have to make more repair parts, dude.
Hey, Robey, you're missing a headlight there. I don't know.
What?
You're gonna get pulled
got
over by the
broken.
cops. You're gonna get pulled over by the cops.
I fixed it.
There you go. Pizza.
I gotta get a ceiling kit. Something's wrong with my door. I have nothing to make anything. Oh, I can make a ceiling kit.
You're gonna get water damage. See? Oh, you're out of rubber duckies. Oh, I'm kidding. You got 1 left.
Where's my ceiling kit? It was made.
That's the one.
Okay, so we fixed that. I'm out of putty, dude.
No, the magic putty.
Well, now we gotta go make stuff.
Wait, don't
There's
you
a
have
house over here.
a workbench in the back? Yeah, I guess go get
This is
some.
really dark.
Can't see anything. I don't know if it's my configuration or it's just. You know, who locked all those doors?
I don't know. Okay, I got some rubber duckies.
Yay!
Fabric. What is that? Is that electronics? No, copper wire. We need electronics, dude. In case we need
That's a lot of fabrics.
Is that a smoking thing? It's a battery. Okay, you got a battery.
Battery. Hey.
We got some food.
Food is good.
Feels like a good thing to have in your house. I mean, in your place. We should eat some food. Gives
Food
me 8
is
health.
good. But your health was already good to start with.
Yeah, but now it's 84. Now it's 87. Now we're healthy. Oh, it's in the crash can.
92.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a good place to scavenge. You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna find some interesting stuff. And
I feel like I'm going to find some electronics here, guys.
oh, it's like, what is that? Crowbar.
Hey,
I feel
Rube.
like my battery's going to die. Car looks a little bit better. I need to fix the rear panels, but oh, my headlights are.
Ooh, good job. Well, you got the back door
Yeah, looks like some panels are damaged.
and your passenger.
It's
Bathroom.
the final countdown. Oh, it's another glow rock. We should go scan it. I don't know if
Hey,
it's working.
speaking of countdown, I think it's about that time.
What, really? Is it already? It's only one.
No,
thought
just
we were
we just
going
want
to
to start a
5.
giveaway. Just 5.
Is that glow rock the cousin of the pet rock or the?
Oh, I just hit it. I don't know what. That was probably not good. I
Now
just
you
hit the rock.
now the tourists are not gonna be happy.
Okay, guys, we're gonna start the giveaway. I'm gonna get that going. We'll do 5. We'll do 5 minutes. That way we can draw it near the end of the whole thing. All right. Exclamation point Pacific Drive. 4 minutes going right now. Exclamation Pacific Drive on all channels.
All channels.
All channels. You're the one. Play and drive. Nope. It's telling me to go right here, guys. That's where we'll go. I hit a glowy boulder, Sarah. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing.
Is there a
think you
reason
went
you're driving
green, so-
straight towards the largest honking anomaly in the zone?
You wanted to know if there's a speck of
Whoa.
remnant energy in that car? This is how you do it.
You're using Cappy to amplify the
You need
remnant signal.
a-
That's insane.
Stronger light beam.
Ooh, look at that. Did you hear that? That's my drift.
Now they have a handbrake.
Driver, are you sure about this?
Well, they'll be fine.
It's not fine. Look at those radiation spikes that Colossal Cappy's still giving off after all these years.
To achieve any sort of
that?
resonance, the driver's going to have to get
Portal
right
up
up
there,
against
that's
Cappy.
No, it looks like
I
it.
get you, Francis, but Oppie's got a point. Any remnant
Don't
energy
mind me,
lingering in
I'm
the
just
car
gonna go
is
here.
sweet to detect
I'm gonna
with
get.
conventional
I'm
Mine.
methods.
I'm just gonna make sure I
Really?
get some more
You're
stuff.
gonna take her
I just
side?
need to make
This
sure
isn't about
we'll fix
sides. That's a good plan.
I won't risk someone's life just so we can log another remnant sighting.
The driver can make their own decision. I'm not forcing them to do anything. From
I
what
can see
care, they
what's
can lay
happening.
down and
What?
Wait until the instability
They don't
takes
have
them.
a clue.
That would get them
Ooh.
out of my hair much faster than all of these shenanigans.
Those people don't care about my life, I'm learning. Dude, what is up with the tourists? They're scary.
You
They're
should
really
go and say hi. You should high five them.
I'm not touching the tourists. I trust the people in the chat way more than I trust you, Alex.
I mean, you used to hang out with me. Or should I
Pacific
say that?
Drive giveaway is still going, guys.
Or should I say I used to put you to hang for a while?
Look, there's so many of the. Whoa.
Ooh, that's a lot of it. Oh, you do. They made a line for you. You just,
I think that's.
I don't know what he's looking at, but yeah, I would drive past too.
Look at my lights went away.
Are you supposed to try?
Why are my lights shut off?
Somebody said if you scan the tourist, you can read why you shouldn't touch them.
Oh, I want to know why my headlights went off.
Can you turn them on? Or are they like
Are-
automatic?
are
Hey,
they- Are they red on your little thing?
yeah.
Oh, the batteries.
What battery? I mean, the battery is supposed to last you for at least 60,000 miles.
Not in this one, apparently. I cannot see at all. Like, it is just dark.
So I guess the tourists blow up. But if you space them properly with the auto hammer, you can be unharmed. And they'll drop some rare materials sometimes.
Ooh. So driving through them, it's a good idea.
Oh God, not one of the bunnies again.
Not the bunnies, not the broken bunny. Dude, the bunnies.
Bunnies are annoying. They're killing the battery.
The flashlight.
We need something. We need to get daylight. Don't hit the tourist. Okay, is there anything good?
This is the Pacific Northwest, man. Daylight only happens
Dark,
after
man.
July 4th.
Oh my gosh. I live in the Pacific Northwest, guys. Okay, just for
Impact hammer.
oh no, that really hurts.
Ooh.
I got a thermostat crystal. Yeah, you really shouldn't hit them.
I like how we all make noise when we see red. We're like, that's not good.
Yeah. Stay away. Stay away.
Nothing in its trunk. I'm gonna have a battery problem here pretty soon. I need to find some electronics.
Is that the mission?
No, then driving in town is a mission.
You even know how you can see the road.
I'm jumping.
Tuck and roll, baby. Tuck and roll.
I'm going into the middle. I mean, we only have so much time before I gotta die. I mean, before the game's ending, might as well find out what happens. Here we go.
Huh. No response. Maybe you
Driving
need to get
into
closer to
danger.
Cappy's core way up there. Can you find a way to hurry down?
Yeah, blew up a bunch of tourists. My car is flashing in weird ways.
Is that where you're supposed to go? Or the...
I don't know. My car is. I'm completely. All in the name of science.
And entertainment.
Oh, health critical.
Oh. You're okay. At least radioactive is to 0, but you're okay. You're healing. You're 10%. Ow. That wall came out of nowhere.
Oh, don't hit the tourist.
Okay, Robey, now I do have to interrupt you. Because we got about a minute left and we got some exciting news. So.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think I pretty much made this game look terrible with my explosions and everything else, guys. Okay, well that was Specific Drive. We definitely got into some freaky stuff. I don't know what's about to happen, but it is something is about to happen, and I don't know what it is. So I'm actually a little bit nervous, and I've completely destroyed my car. I did not do a good job of following through, just so you know, Sarah, because I did not earn this mechanic shirt today.
I think you'll get another chance. You did a good job. Yeah, I did for sure.
I did a good job. Okay, makes me feel a little bit better.
Well, I think we have picked the winners for the last game codes.
That is right. We did. Let me bring those up real quick, guys. Yeah, I was. I have those ready to go. Yes, we have the winners for the driving challenge.
Oh yes, that was actually pretty cool challenge.
So great job to everybody who entered. I think we had over 50 entries, which were great. And I don't think we had 2 of the exact same configurations. So
no, I was
love
actually,
for you guys.
Yeah, it was impressive what people were actually able to put together, given the what like the limitations. Like people did a really good job. But here are the winners, right there. There it is, guys. Your Budget PC Challenge winners. Congratulations,
job, everybody.
You guys.
Good
GT
job, good
Beakerman and Omega, you are the winners of the, and then is it KG Burn 33? I think is what it is, but you guys are the winners of the competition. The competizione.
Competition.
It's like essentially like our version of the Formula F1 Constructors Cup.
Exactly, just exactly the same thing.
Just as exclusive, just as prestigious for sure.
So great job, everybody. And then next week, I'm excited to see kind of the battle between Robey and Alex when it comes to some Tekken 8.
That's right. And make sure that you set your calendar, guys, because we are giving away a PC to celebrate my victory over Alex. If Alex wins, we do not give away the PC.
No pressure on Alex.
I think we can have
I'm gonna win.
Overlord
I'm gonna win.
overturn that.
Yo, wait, dang it. I was hoping to stack it in my favor. What? That's not fair.
So definitely tune in next week, guys.
So thank you very much for everybody for tuning in. We got over 400 people chilling here on my channel. So thanks for doing that, guys. Thanks for just being so awesome. Super appreciate the support from the folks over at oh man, what is it? I forgot the name of the. I want to get it right. I want to do this from the folks over at who made the game. Kepler, yes, the folks over at Kepler for the amazing kits and letting us show off the game today. You guys were awesome. Really wish that, really excited that you guys gave us a chance and this awesome shirt. And I'm sorry, I'm glad I got to cosplay with you, Alex. Did it feel more united with me also cosplaying?
And now we're like bond. We're brothers. Even
we're
more than
brothers.
brothers. We're close. Yes. Now we're family.
We're family. Reunited, and it feels so good. Anyway, guys, that is it for the Intel Live Show. Make sure that you tune in at youtube.com/Intel, right, Sarah? Where you're going to be able to get to see the brand new speed run of this show. That'll be showing up on there in a bit. Outside of that, guys, have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.